Hey guys, this is D from D's Dropping Dimes, and this afternoon I want to talk a little bit about what do you do after receiving your signing from your signing platform. When you receive your signing from your signing platform, the majority of them are going to have a date and a time assigned to them. Normally, they reached out to the customer or signers already, and that's the date and the time that they decided they were available. So you accepted that assignment knowing those date and times. So you're going to make a phone call and reach out to the signers. You're going to confirm. You're going to explain who you are, that you are a notary and you have been assigned to complete their paperwork, and you just needed to confirm the date and time which you have in front of you. 80 to 85% of the time, that's the date, that's the time. Sometimes you'll get a signing without a date or without a time, without both. That means that the customers are open to date and time. But the majority of the time, you're going to receive a signing that has at least a date. And um, 80 to 85 will have a date and time. But occasionally you get just a date. So you'll call to confirm what date and time. The signers will either, or the customers will either say, yes, that's fine. I see you on that date and time. Sometimes they be like, well, yes, that's the time we agreed to, but something has came up. Can we change it to this time and this date, or as a notary, you're an independent contractor, so you are flexible in your schedule. You may suggest a different day or different time, normally earlier than the scheduled time, normally not later than the scheduled time and date, unless they ask you about making it later. So that so the date that's already set on the appointment is the best to go by, but you can offer an earlier date and time, and you just have to go in and make note to that and let them know that you're completing the signing earlier than it's scheduled. Now, later, if you want to do one later, you need to let that be a decision of the customer, unless you have a sign that says to be determined. So that means that you guys are determining the time and date yourself anyway. So it doesn't really matter about letting the platform who hired you know that it's changed, because you're going to be putting the original date and time in there in the first place. Um, a lot of signings, such as loan modifications, some sellers, some buyers require a witness. Oftentimes, the people who schedule these appointments do not let the customer know that there need to be a witness. So you need to remind them if that particular signing needs a witness. You just say, "Ma'am or sir, are you guys going to have a witness there?" A lot of times, documents that we deal with in the state of South Carolina have to have two witnesses. The notary can act as one witness, but they need a separate independent witness that are 18 and up and not related to them or living in a home with them. Um, sometimes they be, oftentimes they're surprised that they have to have a witness. Nobody told them. You can suggest a neighbor or meeting somewhere in public, and you can get a witness. Normally, they're able to find a witness, but if they cannot find a witness and you have to provide a witness, then you need to let the company know they hired you, so you can be compensated for having to find a witness. Um, so those are just a few brief little things that happens. Or you want to be extra super nice. You want to be accommodating. Oftentimes, these signers, customers give feedback back to the title company, back to the mortgage companies, back to the signing platforms. And if you make a very good impression, a great impression on these people, on these individuals, on these customers, these companies, the likelihood of you receiving more jobs in the future becomes really, really high. So you want to be professional, you want to be courteous, you want to be respectful, you want to be as accommodating as possible, but also respecting your own schedule as well as their schedule. You do these things and you do them consistently and constantly, you will find that you'll get a lot of repeat business from companies that you enjoy working with. So I hope these tips help you, and we'll see you on the next video. See ya.